This body of work began with a simple truth: what is built in alignment lasts. Through the lens of the pyramids, we explored Ma'at, divine law, balance, and the principle of the slope, the rate at which a life can rise in a way that is sustainable, structured, and true. Because nothing that is forced survives, and nothing that is misaligned holds. In this continuation, that same principle is brought into the realm of connection. Your environment, your sisterhood, your circle. These are not separate from your path. They are part of the structure you are building. Because just like the pyramid, your life is not built alone. It is shaped by the people who stand with you, the people who witness your becoming, and the people who either support your expansion or subtly pull you out of alignment. This reading asks a deeper question. Are the people around you part of your foundation or part of your distortion? As you move through spaces of experimentation, growth, and self-discovery, you begin to see clearly who can hold your evolution and who cannot come with you. And at a certain point, the journey becomes your own. Imrama, adrift, not lost, but released, not disconnected, but trusting, because alignment is true. When it is true, you no longer need to force the path. You become it. And under the energy of angel number 858, this is the moment of transition. The moment where structure meets surrender, where you release what cannot hold you and trust what is now guiding you forward. Not everything is meant to last, but what is built in truth will. Welcome in. And now we are going to take everything that we've just explored, everything the pyramids have shown us about divine law, about alignment, about the slope of a life that can actually last, and we're going to bring it into the present moment. Because it's one thing to understand those principles, it's another thing to see where they are operating in your life right now. So what we're going to do is a 3-card spread. And this spread is going to show us where you are in alignment, what your current slope looks like, and what you're building as a result. Because just like the pyramid, your life is not random. It is structured, it is directional, and it is also becoming something. So let's take a look. Someone may be seeing a red cardinal. For the first card, this is your alignment. This is Ma'at, your law that has been struck between you and the divine in this lifetime. We have Sisterhood. This is where truth is either present or where it has been distorted. Sisterhood carries a sacred connotation. And beyond sacredness and secrecy, there is sanctity. Sanctity for the truth to flow, to be accepted without being intersected. Sisterhood in the upright, it's about those friendships, partnerships, inner circles, platonic, all the way to intimate and beyond, that are built on the foundation of law. This sisterhood energy is also brotherhood energy. Who are you surrounding yourself by? Who is with you? What is the true undercurrent of this established sisterhood, brotherhood relationship? Is it based on a law that is structured onto a template that is likened to a pyramid that can withstand time? Or are these fair weather friendships? Are these sisterhoods and brotherhoods that only will pat you on the shoulder and echo your name when you are on the up? Are these sisterhoods and brotherhoods that will leave you a basket on your steps when you are going through hard times? Who are these people? What is the law that is establishing these relationships that you are going around building? Do these sisterhoods and brotherhood relationships contribute to your delight? Are you delighted in the spirit when you sit amongst these people? Can you speak and enter into conversations that feed the spirit? Or are these empty, divisive barrels of contention, confusion, and chaos? Are these energies truth or distortion? This card is showing you where you are currently in balance, where something in your life is asking, or I should say, or where something in your life is asking you to bring it into balance. What's the nature of these interactions? These people that you call your friends. I'll give you a minute. These people that you call your friends, that you sit and you lavish with on the phone, what are these people doing for you, my friend, my brother, my sister? Are these people feeding your soul? Are they telling you the truth? Balls to the wall. Is this the kind of person that will tell you 1:11 on the timer when a piece of feta cheese is hanging from the right side of your lip? Or they will watch you go through the entire lunch and move on through your day and never utter a word? Would these people tend to you like the brother and sister or mother or father that really cared for you deeply that you have in this realm or don't have? Who are these people? I feel that many of you who are listening to this message, and I will be listening to this message for myself, that you will find that you are called to task, and you may really feel, and rightly so, that you may need to sift through your friendship circles. Who are these people? Are they pouring light into your life? Are they giving and holding space for you to show up and be who you are? The initials J may be important. Do these people really see you for who you are? Do they care about what you're on? Do they care about your spirit, your soul, and your heart? Tap in. Smash that like button while you're at it. Because nothing sustainable is built from misalignment. So as we step into this energy of what is law, the divine is saying to you that concerning your book of laws, that you ought to be looking in your friendship circles and seeking to find where your slope may be misaligned. So as we move through this energy of sisterhood and brotherhood, I want you to ask yourself, where have you already been shown the truth, but have not yet adjusted your slope? This is the rate at which your life is moving, growing, and becoming. These people, these shows, these books, these clubs, whatever it is that you are allowing yourself to be centered in. This is where you are moving, growing, and becoming. Are you okay with your becoming? Are you in agreement with the people that are around you? My friend, my brother, my sister, are these people feeding your soul? Tap in. Because just like the pyramid, if you try to rise too quickly without structure, built on faulty foundations and friends that may be wishy-washy, today they come through, maybe tomorrow they won't, you will collapse. And if you refuse to rise at all, you remain exactly where you are. So this card is going to show you, are you pushing too hard? Are you pushing yourself back? Or are you finally beginning to find your natural aligned pace, your true slope? Spirit guides, this sisterhood foundation, this slope that we haven't aligned to just yet, we have experiment in the challenge. How do I utilize my compass, my square? How do I use divine law, alchemy, and a partnership with free will to experiment in this life in a way that will have me in the upright? This is about wanting to be in a space with individuals who are aligned to you, and are on the same purpose as you. This is about being a true blue. This reading may resonate with you if you are part of a task force. You may be a part of the Navy. You may be a police officer, a firefighter, or any other similar organization. How do I coexist, or how do I even find the right circle of people that will allow me, that will set a trampoline for me to experiment and see how high I can jump with the divine? Are all these people holding a bandwidth that is aligned to the divine? Or are these people on some egoic demonic bullshit? Who are these people? Sisterhood, experiment. We have Imrama, soul journey. The third card that indicates what you're building. And supporting this card is adrift, and we will take it. Releasing, allowing, giving up. While you are sitting in your slope, while you are adjusting, while you are choosing how much light, how much ajarness you want to give this door, this window in this life reality, my friend, tap in now. Come on. Stop playing yourself small. You and I both know what is behind your eyes. As my great grandmother, high priestess, who always surrounds my energy, would say, stop coming and come now. Stop slipping and sliding on the truth of who you know is shrouded behind those eyes and sitting in this avatar body, acting like you don't have a life purpose, acting like, oh, I'm just gonna swim with this school of fish, and wherever they go, I go. And even though they're all blue and I'm yellow, I'm gonna be like Nemo and I'm gonna just blend in. Friend? Your foundation, if you have been seeking and thinking, even if it's a thought that you have placed on the shelf because life has demanded other things of you, but at a soul journey, that little boy, that little girl, you always knew that there were people like you that you wanted to flex with. There were people like you that you always wanted to be on the trampoline with, but they never really made it. Tap in. Because the window is still here. The lock on the door is not activated. The divine is saying to you, the lock is not activated. You may wiggle it. You may pull the door ajar, and you decide how much slope, how much light you want to let in at any given time. This is your go ahead, feel free, knock yourself out, have a joy ride at the expense of your sugar daddy, baby Jesus, his mama and his daddy, honey. Okay? Okay. Be brave. Be brave. Once you've set up and sussed out the foundation of where you need to make adjustments, those friendships that you know are empty, they don't feed your soul. These people don't give two shits about you, bro. Ma'am, Pam, the name Pam may be important. The initials P, M, or A may be important. You know these people don't care about you, honey. So if you've been relenting on adjusting your slope, this is your clarion call. Adjust those sisterhoods and those brotherhoods. Don't be hanging around these people that you know are not aligned to your soul. How do you do that? Whether or not you're religious or not, I'm going to tell you. Test the spirit. 121 on the timer. You may be seeing 111 and or 222. Test the spirit. And when people have shown you the truth of who they are, don't fight at the gambling table. It is poor taste and it shows poor sportsmanship. You bow out gracefully and you walk away. You toss your boy a coin and you tell him to saddle your horse and you ride yourself onto more comfortable pastures. The level with which you will trust yourself, your higher self. 1222 coming through before you were stripped of the magic of you. You will be free in experimenting in the adjustment of your slope. You will be more bold in speaking up about how you're moving in life, your growth, your becoming. This is where you look at whether you are rising in a way that can actually be sustained. Because just like the pyramid, if you try to rise too quickly without structure, you collapse. And if you refuse to rise at all, I don't want to be different. One, two coming through. I don't want to seem like the odd one out of the other two. I'ma feel weird if they don't choose me. Listen, don't let me be your mama and slap you through this phone. Stop playing. Diluting yourself, allowing yourself to be subdued by energies that you know would never, never, ever measure up to you, even with the lights cut off. And yet you don't want to be different. Stop playing. My love, I've been telling you, collective, I am here to bear witness to the truth of you. I am here to bear witness to the rising of your divinity, and it's time for you to play. Are you trying to tell me that you would prefer to be resigned to playing by their rules and not your own? Because the gift and whatever it is, whatever fancy that the divine has given to you that really sparks your heart, you feel like, oh my God, I don't want them to think that I'm weird. I don't want people to judge me because I'm so self-conscious. Honey, stop. Stop. Don't do that. That is you being in agreement with a collapse on your own potentiality. This is you choosing to be a bread with yeast that will not rise. So this card is showing you whether you are pushing too hard, if you're holding yourself back, or if you're finally beginning to see your natural aligned pace. Come into harmony. Life has thrown so many things of us, and it's distracted you from the magic of what life is really supposed to be. And it is supposed to be about wonderment, fireflies, and unicorns. And if you don't agree with me, then you should unsubscribe if you are. Because essentially what you're telling me is that you have lost the innocence of child. And I think I would rather put my trust in the Christ light that in you that has given me the recipe that in order to attain and reside in the heavens that you must be likened unto a child. You want to sell your innocence. You don't want to guard your innocence. You don't want to stand up and defend your innocence. That's on you. Unsubscribe from me because my message will never hit you and you will always be offended by me. And if you are offended by me, chances are you will go about talking shit about me, and then you're gonna feel and learn that you don't get to talk shit about me. So save yourself the trouble. Tap in and align yourself to what I'm on. Tap in and align yourself to my frequency. I'm not about trap souls over here. I'm not about people being dull. I'm not about people being obnoxious for no reason. Being obnoxious serves a purpose, and absolutely you should dish it out to those that are deserving. But where's the mastery? Obnoxiousness without mastery makes you look sloppy. It makes you look like a page. Tap in. Moving into the third card, your soul is calling you to truth. I want to see you. I want to see you. I'm timeless. I don't care what your avatar looks like. I don't care what your age is. I want to see you. I want to see you smile. I want to see you blush. I want to see you be a star. I want to see you be fly. I want to see you balanced. I know I come off so serious in my delivery, but some of you have suffered because you've lacked needed seriousness, while others have been very serious about destroying you, destroying the truth of you, destroying your joy, destroying your happiness. And I'm not about that. Tap in and smash the like button as we move through the structure of the soul. This is your truth. The cards don't lie. The message is always what you need, and I need you to trust. The thing is, in being who I am, and with my understanding is that I cannot deviate from the will of the divine, because the will of the divine is my will. And I cannot see or not see what I've seen. I will always tell you what I see, what I feel, what I intuit. Whether you are aware of it or not, you're always building something. The question is, will it last? Will it withstand time, pressure, and change? And it's not about whether or not you have children or you have a legacy that will carry on the torch or take your baton and run a good race. It's about the foundation that you are building for yourself, my darling. You may have taken on many titles, many credentials. And when I look at you and when I sense and tap into your energy, we are all children. The sun will rise again and the storms will always subside, because that is law. What you're building, will it withstand time, pressure, or change? Or is it something that will eventually collapse because it was not built in alignment to begin with? So as we move through this reading, I want you to stay present, not just observing, but receiving, because this is not just a message. It's a mirror. And somewhere within these three energies, you are going to see exactly where you are and exactly what is being asked of you next. The supporting card that supports the acknowledgement of this, the truth of you, the truth of your soul and of your core. And no matter if somebody had tied you to a stake and decided to cut off your appendages, the truth of you would remain. Let the truth be, and allow yourself with a drift to drift with the truth of who you are. Thank you for your love and your support. If you found this reading to be revealing, enlightening, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Closing out on A New Day by Celine Dion. Until next time, bye for now.